Hello and welcome to the FSXTout tandem gear show. By tandem gear, I mean the gears come down on the main fuselage. They come straight down on the fuselage, and they also have outrigger gears or parasitic gears that either come out on the wingtips or, in the case with this plane, come out on the outer side of the engine. Today we'll be reviewing the Sud Aviation Vautour, and our flight test will be conducted at Ambro Air Base in France. So let's fly. Alright, here we are in the cockpit of the Vautour. A beautiful cockpit. Let's see. Do any of these buttons work? No. Alright, let's zoom out a bit. Yep, that's fine. And take a look around. Oh, so last episode I was telling you about the tandem gear aircraft. They sit at a nose up attitude like tail draggers because their center of gravity is forward of their rear landing gear. That's why they sit up at a nose up attitude. So I guess the rear would lift up first. The rear of the aircraft would lift up first, and then you can rotate properly, just like a tail dragger. Well, at least most of them do. Well, if they're modeled correctly, that's how they're supposed to fly. So they're supposed to fly like tail draggers. Anyway, let's take a look around. Alright, so I can't toggle any of these buttons. Okay, so this knobby knob here. That knobby knob is for the flaps, but I can't toggle any of these buttons. Yeah, I can't toggle any of these buttons from inside of the aircraft. But I must say, it does look nice. Let's check out our shift panels. Shift 1, that's our the 2D cockpit. Shift 2, radio. Shift 3, compass. Shift 4, I guess that should be the GPS because I didn't see one as yet. Yeah, tableau tran, that might be GPS. Alright, we have no alternative views, so let's put that 2D cockpit up there. Cockpit functionality real quick. Accuracy 8, working gauges 10, autopilot 2, 2D cockpit 10. Let's check out the external model of this aircraft. Alright, so here we are. We're sitting at a, where's my mouse? At a nose up configuration. And wow, this aircraft looks beautiful. This aircraft looks as if it's in the same era as like the F4 Phantom. Actually, it looks a little older than the Messerschmitt aircraft, the ME262 or something like that, that had the engines mounted externally on wings. Modern aircraft have their engines on the inside. The fighter jets, they have their engines on the inside instead of having them on the wings. So having the engines here definitely make it look older. Anyway, here's our beautiful tandem gear. Yep, and we have our parasitic gear on the engine inlets on the side of the engine. Alright. Control surfaces, elevator, rudder, our nose wheel moves, aileron, beautiful, full flaps, beautiful, speed brakes. Oh, that animation is so realistic. Close speed brakes, close flaps. Model accuracy real quick. Accurate control surfaces, 10. Accurate animations, 10. Realistic textures, 9. It's beautiful and glossy, but no grunge. Now let's check out something. Okay, so this aircraft does not have any external views. Alright, let's do a tower takeoff. Apply brakes. Half throttle. Okay, full throttle. Release brakes. Bring up our speed. Alright, I want to see how far. I want to see how this aircraft takes off. So, I'm hoping the back would lift up like a tail dragger. So I'm not even going to touch the controls. And beautiful, it took off by itself. Let's bring the gear up. And it's even pitching up on its own too. Now let's yank the stick back. Bring the throttle to half. Alright. Don't get too ahead of yourself there. Right turn. Let's do a tower flyby. What kind of airbase has a grass field? Alright, we're going to buzz the tower as safely as possible. Not sure. Now I know. Now I remember why I wanted to buzz the tower. So in my swing wing show, I would normally retract or extend the wings during the flyby. But this is not a swing wing. This is a tandem gear aircraft. So let's bring down the gear. Oh, look at that gear. Beautiful. Let's bring it up again. Let's put down some flaps because we're flying slow. Bring the throttle back. Yeah. Let's go into ATC availability. Lyon approach. Okay, so it says 0 APIS type blank. So for ATC availability, 0 points for manufacturer callout, 0 points for IS type. Beautiful, that's our thumbnail right there. Oh my gosh, that was easy. Wow, this is beautiful. Alright, well I guess there's nothing else to do. We have already modeled for our thumbnail. I want to bring this weird gear back down. No particular reason. Alright, yeah. So the gear is definitely further apart than that of the Harrier. Because the Harrier, the gear is relatively close to the center of gravity. I think you could even rotate with the Harrier on takeoff, but you know, Harrier is a Harrier. Harrier is too good to rotate. Usually Harriers, they just VTOL, then VIFT. Oh. Yeah, this cockpit is beautiful. Let's do our checklist and references so that we just have to land when we just have to go straight to UI usability when we land. So checklist, no checklist, no references. Okay, for a checklist and references, 0 points for a checklist, 0 points for our references. Yeah, we don't have... I think 4 should have been our GPS, but we don't have a GPS. So I'll have to fly my way back to the airport by myself. Okay, well, I'll fly as close as possible.
Think rate.
And at a decent altitude and speed, and then I'll do a brake to land.
Think rate.
Yeah, I should probably speed up so that the brake will make sense when I do it.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yep, so the Vautour by Sud... Oh,
Don't
there's
sink.
the runway right there. Oh my goodness. Can we slow down in time? So the Vautour by Sud Aviation is a intercept, bomber, and attack aircraft.
Think rate.
Oh yeah, we could make this. Let's bring down the gear and start deploying our flaps. Alright. Careful now, careful, careful, careful. Alright, don't land on the threshold. Actually land on the runway. Oh, this is sketch city, y'all. Yes! On the runway. Beautiful. Nowhere near center line, but beautiful. Retract the brakes. Well, stomp on the brakes. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about that. So, you know what I'll do now? Let's do an instant replay, because I'm feeling really good about that. I'll set the replay length to 120 seconds, so that will be 2 minutes. Yep, and here we go. This is when I'm still looking at the runway. I'm like, oh my goodness, are we gonna make it? We are gonna make it. No, we are gonna make it. Oh, let me not do that because YouTube be all crazy.
Think rate.
Even if you sing songs, they copyright strike you.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, there's our runway here. Going across like
Don't
that.
sink.
So I have to go turn to the left and then turn back right. In kind of like a... Whoops, sorry about that. In kind of like a hairpin. Kind of like a hairpin maneuver. So that was my left. Alright, nose down. Ooh, we look as if we're sinking. That was the gear. Speed brakes are closed. Now we do our right turn. I'm struggling with the rudder because the rudder kicks the tail up high during the turn, so I have to control that. Alright, alright, alright. I'm like, nope, 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 not on the threshold. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And I landed on the rear landing gear too, which is good because with tandem gear aircraft, if you land on the nose wheel, you will bounce because the nose wheel will go down and then it will bounce up and then the rear wheel will go down, so it'll be like a undulating kind of thing. The nose wheel bounces and you end up taking off again. So yeah, alright, let me keep stomping on the brakes. Deja vu, I've been in this place before. Drift, 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 drift. Okay, so these brakes are not very effective, like at all. Alright, we have stopped. Let's go into the UI usability. Alright, here we are in the UI. Sunkasu. Nope, this is a Sud Aviation thing. Alright, and here's the another variant. This variant has a pointier nose and it says it has drop tanks. The ones we were flying just had missiles on the wings. Alright, let's bring up our score sheet for the UI usability. 2 points for thumbnail, aircraft manufacturer is Sud Aviation, so 0 points for aircraft manufacturer. Of course, publisher does not take credit for their work. Let's go straight to legacy because it'd be that kind of D. Aha! Boom. Come on, man. You guys need to take... Alright, so this is a fighter. This is not a fighter. It's a bomber, attack aircraft, and interceptor. It's on their legacy, so 0 points for aircraft type. Details, 2 points for details, but I should give it no points because it's in French. Nah, I won't do that. 2 points for details. This is nice. And here is the final score for the Sud Aviation Vautour by an unknown publisher. And that was my review of the Sud Aviation Vautour by an unknown publisher. Tell me what you think about the video in the comments down below. Thanks for watching everyone. Bye.